Welcome to my 10th video. I am finding that it is getting harder to make one of these videos every week. I really do have a hard time coming up with things to talk about. So as usual, I will start with an update. My praying before meals has improved a lot this week. I set alarms on my phone for times I thought would be 15 to 30 minutes before mealtime and just pray then. It's not immediately before the meal, but it's close enough to count. I'm not going to claim perfection, but I am content to improve each week till it is my normal. I started this journey with the verse, John 3:30. He must increase, but I must decrease. Over the last 9 weeks, I have found that what John the Baptist says in the verses that follow this one have become true for me in ways I never would or could have guessed. John 3:31 says, He who comes from above is above all. He who is of the earth belongs to the earth and speaks in an earthly way. Though I did not realize it at the time, this is the premise of the first sentence of my first video. I said the purpose of this video is to share my quest to find a Christ-centered and biblically supported path to spiritual and physical healing. So let's break it down. I wanted my journey to be Christ-centered and biblically supported, or in other words, he who comes from above is above all. Next, I said I wanted to find spiritual and physical healing, which we can compare to, he who is of the earth belongs to the earth and speaks in an earthly way. My goal was so limiting and human. I am of the earth. I did not say I wanted God to help me change the world or heal the millions of people that have the same issues I do. Nope, it was just get me shipshape. The idea of asking for more never even occurred to me. I certainly did not expect more. I can say I asked for healing, but I can't say I had a whole lot of confidence. I had a mustard seed's worth of faith, if you will. But Jesus called me out long before I was born. In Matthew chapter 8, verse 26, he says, You of little faith, why are you so afraid? Which fear is a big component of my issues from the start. First it was the fear of missing out, then it was the fear of failure, as I made clear in my 5th video, when I was nervous about going on a work trip where food would be abundant. Had I bothered to pay attention to what Jesus said in the chapter just prior to this one, I wouldn't have had fear at all. Matthew chapter 7, verses 7 and 8 say, Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. The one who seeks finds, and the one who knocks, the door will be opened. I can say Jesus has made good on the promise. I am seeing the spiritual and physical healing I asked for. I no longer isolate like I used to. My faith has definitely increased over the past few weeks. I have put aside some of the lies I believed. My addiction has little power over me. I have temptation, but it is easy to overcome. For example, when I started this journey, just knowing pizza existed near me was a huge struggle. In the past, if my family ordered pizza for dinner, we would order a large and a medium. Now we just order one medium for the whole family, and I still have leftovers to take to lunch. There is no way to describe this change as anything other than a miracle, and it is a tiny example of God's power. On the physical side of things, I have lost roughly 30 pounds on the One Rule diet. The One Rule diet has also taught me that feeling full is not a good thing and certainly not something to pursue. I have come to realize that if I feel full, I overate. The One Rule is eat only when I am hungry. I get asked all the time, what about the delay from when you start eating till when you get full? To me, it is of no concern, because the reality is, there is no delay to not feeling hungry. I stop feeling hungry long before I feel full. The not hungry sets in at about the 1 portion mark. My shirts are more comfortable than they have ever been, nice and roomy. My pants won't stay up without a belt, period. My blood pressure is coming under control. I am able to walk around. I haven't tested the limits of this yet, but I have been able to do all the walking I need to without an issue. The only exercise I have done is self-control, which happens to be a fruit of the Spirit. So there you have it, more spiritual healing. I am being blessed in ways I never could have imagined on this journey. I am receiving blessings I have long desired and thought I would never receive. But even the thought that these are new blessings is not right. I was blessed long before now, but those blessings could not be released till I acted in faith and obedience and just did what the Lord told me to do. So I will end with a question for you. What blessings are you not receiving because of your lack of faith and obedience?